Hello, Just Good Eurobix here, back from another leaked minifigure close-up or whatever. I guess you could call it a close-up or review. Not sure what to call these leaked minifigure videos, I guess you could say. But this is actually the last one. I'm probably not going to do any more forever, or maybe just for a little while, because I only buy LEGO The Simpsons leaked minifigures, and now that the Simpsons House set, which is the only set, is coming out very soon, I don't really have any other minifigures to buy. Now if in 2015 there's more sets or something like that, I am still going to be a little bit iffy to buy some of the minifigures, because just the way this worked out was really kind of on the last two, because Ned Flanders, the complete version, actually took forever to come. I ordered that one in early November, and I got him in late December, like a day after my birthday or something like that. And then Maggie, I ordered her in early December, like around December 4th or something, and it was supposed to be a Christmas surprise. Like, I was going to release kind of this video around Christmas time and say, here's the surprise, a new minifigure you guys haven't seen. But I just got it today in the mail, which is December 13th, 2014. So it took more than a month to arrive, which is kind of just, you know, kind of iffy. But nevertheless, this is Maggie Simpson, and she's just an excellent minifigure. So I'm going to be taking a look at her, and you can just see the detail on her new molds, which she has a new mold just for her face, and then just for her, or not really face, but for her head, and then just for her little torso, I guess you could say. Because it's kind of torso and legs. Very accurate to the show, because it's kind of her baby outfit that she wears where she crawls around. You can see right there, there's actually this little indent to kind of represent the legs, because in the show, she kind of has those two little bulges in the front for her legs when she's over in her little outfit. And you can see her arms right here move up and down, so they're regular minifigure arms, and they work like that, so they're perfect. And on the back, you can just see the molding on here. It's very detailed. It's a little bit of her outfit, like that. So that's kind of interesting. You can see the side right here. There's going to be many uses for people to use this little outfit for, or this new piece. You can see right there on her face, she has very nice molding. She has a little pacifier right there, which is her signature item, and that's colored in a nice red. No really any, like, no little paint blotches, I guess you could say, which looks great. It just looks fantastic. And she has her little bow on the top little spike on her hair, accurate to the TV show, because she has a very similar hairstyle to Lisa, but Lisa has the two spikes like this, but Maggie just has a spike in the middle like that. So that's great. You can see her eye printing right there. It is normal eye printing, so I wonder how they're going to do this as a variation to the minifigure series, because maybe in the minifigure series she has different eye printing, but that wouldn't make sense because this is her most generic version, and I was thinking that the most generic versions will be in the minifigure series. And if you guys are wondering why I wouldn't get leaked minifigures for the minifigure series, that's just because there's no leaked minifigures for the minifigure series. Like, that's something that never happens. There are, however, early releases in other parts of the world where you could order some of the minifigures online. So you can see just her detail right there. She has a little ear detail, which is what Homer and all the other minifigures have. And you can see her back little spikes right there. So it's excellent. She has a very hard plastic head. You can see the detail on the top right there. And then on the bottom, if you're wondering how it looks like that little mold, you can see the detail right there. So it fits on two studs, and she has a little detail for her little part that's sticking out, which is part of her outfit. So that looks great. It's a great minifigure. If you want to put her on a plate, she fits perfectly. So let me just take off this plate from the bottom. So you can see right here, if you want to put her on there or any other plate, she just kind of fits like that. So that part kind of sticks in between two studs, so it works out perfectly. So overall, just an excellent minifigure. And I do want to get a look on the inside of her head, so you can see the molding in there. It's always kind of interesting to see these specifically molded minifigure heads. So let me just put it like that. And you can see inside her head, if you take it off, there's actually lots of room in there. And of course, that's to fit the little neck torso piece. So that is really cool. And you can actually see there's actually a little production code in there, but you gotta look extremely closely, so it's probably not showing up on the camera. And you can see how that works on the bottom right there. So just an excellent headpiece, and I'm pretty sure that in the minifigure series, if the minifigure is just like this for Maggie, it's going to be probably a more rare minifigure, because she comes with two pretty big new molds. So I guess she would be uncommon to the boxes, even though there's not really any rhyme or rhythm for minifigure distributions in the collectible minifigure series, but I have a feeling this one in particular would be, because she has two kind of new big molds. And it might be something that they start doing where they would have minifigures with more molds. They would have them more like rare, I guess. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just hypothesizing. And now I'll do an actual size comparison between different size minifigures to Maggie. So you'll see that right now. So here you go. This is just kind of a random lineup of minifigures. But you can see that the short leg minifigures are a little bit taller. That kind of only works if they're wearing a hairpiece or something like that. Because if you look very closely, I cannot confirm this, but it looks like they're the exact same size. So that's very interesting. Or maybe this little top spike kind of makes up for the little stud right there. So that's pretty cool of LEGO that they made them, or they made Maggie the exact same size as a regular short-legged minifigure with no hair accessories or anything like that. Because it really kind of, I guess they're setting a scale to each of the minifigures, which I saw this in the video for the designer video, where they kind of said that, I guess it was that Flanders was kind of in scale with the other ones. I'm not entirely sure what they meant by that, but it's just something that's cool. And you can see, compared to a minifigure with the other regular hair accessory, it compares like that. Just take off the hat. And of course, compared to Twitch, which is something I usually do, you can see Twitch is a lot bigger. And then compared to Homer, she's about like maybe 2/3 the size of Homer, which is just fine because it makes sense. And that's kind of how it is in the TV show, except I guess you could say Maggie's more of half of the size of Homer in the TV show, but in here, she's kind of like 2/3 the size. So I guess that's the only way they could kind of execute it, and she looks great. So yeah, that is it for my little leaked minifigure video for Maggie. You can see Homer and Maggie together, which looks great. And that's it for now, and I will see you guys later. Bye.